Once there was an explosion.
Weird.
Hello and welcome to Road to Platinum, where I'll tell you what happened in my game all the way up to getting that sweet Platinum trophy. Today we are looking at Death Stranding Director's Cut, the game where you live in an apocalypse and the only way to help out the world is to deliver Amazon packages and get everyone signed up to Amazon Prime. Death Stranding Director's Cut came out in 2021, with the original coming back out in 2019, and contains a whopping 63 trophies with no DLC. It has 58 bronze, 3 silver, 1 gold, and also the Platinum itself. The Platinum is pretty much identical to the original, except for some additions we're building more of the buildables that come with the PCC, and then upgrading them to the max level. The trophy that will probably take the longest is the trophy for getting all the facilities to level 5, but we'll worry about that later. But enough talk, let's start earning them. We start off picking the hard difficulty, but later we'll be changing this to very hard, just because why not. We also get a bunch of free
Flex pace.
A quote comes up, and we are introduced to our main character. No, this music is copyrighted. It's so good, but you can't listen to it. Go find it on YouTube if you really want to listen to it. Really gotta wonder who developed this game, though. Wagner. Ooh, a pretty rainbow. Look at the deer making sick jumps! This rain is called Timefall, and as the name suggests, whatever it touches fast forwards in time. And so all these birds out here are having a great time, to say the least. But our main man, he don't even care because he's just making some sick jumps. Ooh, a pretty lady. But here we are in the world of Death Stranding. Time to recover our cargo and find some shelter. Oh shit. Without dying at all, we find some cover and find out that Sam, who's our main protagonist's name, is played by the one and only Norman Reedus.
What happened?
Man legit just starts taking off all his clothes when we are rudely interrupted. We're also chased and almost touched by some really freaky looking hands, but at least the deer's getting out fine. Sam, don't worry, the deer is fine. Trust me. Oh fuck! This kind woman right here, her name is...
My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
Don't worry if you forget her name, because she'll say it a lot in the future. She's also got the munchies. She's a part of eBay and wants us to come work for her, but we will always be loyal to our kings over at Amazon. I love you, Jeff Bezos. She also at one point had a dip in some rain, so she sure is looking clean. After all that nonsense, we are finally off to make a delivery and listen to some tunes that are just too good to be played. Copyright, copyright, copyright. We can also double jump, just like every delivery boy can. I really do wonder who wrote this game though. We finally make it to the terminal and give them the goods. This is where we get our first 2 trophies. The first being Good Samaritan. This is simply for picking up and delivering your first piece of lost cargo. These are pretty much scattered everywhere, and there's even a bunch of them on the way to this very terminal, so it's pretty much the easiest trophy in the game. We also get probably the second easiest trophy in the game, which is called Delivering is what I do best. Just walking to the terminal and finishing the prologue gets us this trophy, and it is insanely easy. Except if you're me. Who's this game designed by again? Oh, right, him, yeah. But the real question, who's the casting director, huh? Yeah, fuck you too. Also, for some reason, Sam's scared of touching people?
Not the touchy-feely type.
Yeah. Wacky. So pretty much, this guy right here, he died. And when anyone dies in this world, you kinda go... So, to stop this, we need to burn the bodies so they don't go. For any of that, the real question about Death Stranding, who produced and directed this? Alright, I'm stopping. So we go for a little drive to go burn the body, but the scary hands are back once again to attack us. Man also just turns old because he forgot to bring a hat, so he is very dead. Well, now he's dead. Things just start sort of happening, like this man just floats down from the fucking sky and tells me to shush. Gunman starts shooting the sky, Goo Man starts grabbing him, he throws a fucking baby. What? Huh? Everybody just has a baby with him. Man tries to peace out, but he's not loud, and then he just starts ascending to the heavens like everybody does. He then just starts doing this, because why not, I guess? We also just casually see this. We're now on the beach dead, I guess, and what the fuck, man? I don't even think we're an hour into this game, and all of this shit happened, and I have no fucking clue. Your guess is as good as mine to what's happening, because... yeah. We cuddle a baby and cry some more, and then it just disappears, I guess. I don't know anymore. This kid got sticky hands, though. And after all of that, we arrive at the title again. We are in for a very long and interesting time, to say the least. Some woman comes around and starts singing some sick beats.
Bridges falling down, my fair lady.
This is how we do something called repatriating. This is pretty much just coming back to life, and Sam is the only one who can do that because Norman Reedus is just that type of man, you know? So let's get back to it and
BB.
You can sure call me BB if you want.
BB.
So I guess there's a very attractive man that lives inside of me. Wasn't it nighttime before? Finally on to the first episode of the game. First, we meet an alive man named Dead Man. He tells us a bunch of weird stuff, and then also starts crying because everyone in this game is just so sad.
Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission.
Yeah, sure, my guy. It's called depression. We all have it.
I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building.
That is clearly a circle. He then tells us that America's last president wants to see Sam in person. So our first delivery of the game, besides the first one, is to get the president some morphine, and done. Oh look, a new character. I'm gonna guess his name is Mask Man. Ah fuck, I was close. So it turns out the president is our mother, and her name is Bridget, as the name of the episode goes. They say she's dying, but honestly she just looks fine to me. Well shit. Far out. I'm an Amazon delivery man, and I always get stuck with the really shitty jobs. So here we are for the first actual delivery.
Getting to the incinerator will be anything but easy.
Alright, thanks, but I'm smart enough to walk somewhere.
Fuck.
Hey, language Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you, mister. Coming out into the world, we get our third trophy for simply going onto this watchtower here and clicking the touchpad. There's a liking system in this game, and when you like something, they like you back, and this will pop you the trophy. We continue on while listening to some sweet tunes and deliver the body to the incinerator. Once we get there, we are also told to burn the baby that we took with us since it didn't do its job of helping out the people before. With, you know, living. Therefore, we get to set this little shit on fire for not doing its job. But before we can do that, it starts raining, so we have to use it to get out of this place. He's hoping we can burn that thing later. We plug them in, see our daddy again, and now we're on our way out. These things are the monsters we'll be facing throughout the game. They only appear in some places and when it's raining, so if you're smart, you won't even have to deal with them in the first place. But if you do come across them, there are quite a few ways you can deal with them. One of them is just moving really slowly and holding your breath, and you'll be fine. Once out of the area, we make a little slip off the cliff and get the baby sad, which I'd say is a good thing, but this little bitch is annoying as fuck. Shut up, baby. Shut up, baby. Shut up, baby. Oh, this seems to have gotten us a trophy. That's what I was trying to do. Get the trophy. Yep. We're back to where we came from, and we see even more daddy, and the baby starts trying to get on our good side, but I am not falling for that. Getting back to the city has earned us the Rebuilding America trophy for just finishing episode 1. As for starting episode 2, well...
It's a dream catcher.
Here we are in our own little private safe room. This is the place where you can regain stamina and just do a bunch of other things, but for now, we have to clean ourselves up. Once we do that, we head outside and meet the daughter of Bridget. Pretty much, she wants us to go to the other side of the world, saving her and connecting all the little facilities that are out there to the United Cities of America. She also wants us to look out for some scary men, one of who we saw before doing his whole magic thing. So pretty much, we gotta sign a lot of people up for Amazon and see if we can get them to Prime as well. We do all this with something called a Cupid. It literally just looks like a few little bricks, but it's okay. Oh yeah, her name's Amelie, by the way. That's a completely normal name, right? We go back to the beach, she blows up again, the normal stuff for this game. We can now freely move around the safe room, we can look at our equipment, listen to a bunch of different copyrighted music, and clicking one of these songs gets us the Soothing Sounds trophy. A few things will change in here once we progress the story, but the main thing is, we can take selfies.
Fantastic!
Taking a photo of ourselves gets the dumbass baby to give us a like, and we get a bronze trophy along with it. We can also just relieve ourselves in the toilet. Bridges energy. This is one cardinal sin of the director's cut of this game. The fact that they removed monster energy from this game and replaced it with this shit. Still drink it anyway. Sadly, we also have to share this room with a baby. This is also where he gets better after getting too scared out in the real world. Little shit. Speaking of shit. Damn, sitting on this toilet makes me feel like I'm on a ride with Norman Reedus. That's all done in here for now, but before we can go, Die Hardman gives us the Q-Piss and says get ready to head out. The baby's also coming with us. After getting our first task, we head outside and place down a sign that gives people in other games small bonuses. Placing this down gives us the Apprentice Builder trophy. Also, we go over here and do the most important thing we could ever do in this entire game. We make our way to our destination for our first actual delivery and get another trophy for this. This is just for getting your bridge level to level 1. Your bridge level is pretty much just bragging rights for how many deliveries you've done, and the picture also changes every few levels, which is neat. We bring our first place online with the Q-Piss and get yet another trophy called A New Day for the UCA. Promet Porter Trophy, which is for getting the grade that we just got to 1. We also have a run-in with the first actual other enemies of the game. These guys are called mules. Pretty much they're just dickheads who want to steal your cargo. At this point in the game, they're pretty easily dealt with if you come up against them with the right weapons, but we don't need to deal with them right now. We get through the next area without any problems, and DaBaby suffers from something called autotoxemia, I can't pronounce that word, which pretty much means that the little hellspawn can't do anything, which I'd say is a great thing, but that also means he can't help us detect the BTs. We make it to the terminal, meet this weird looking man, and put him on the network. Putting a terminal on the network also means we can see other people's structures and just everything that they've put down. We also recycle some materials that we found along the way. Ah! Sadly, the game forces us to heal the baby, which is just fucking horrible. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Alright, time for more deliveries. Mr. Hartman here gives us a container which we are going to use to pick up these little crystals that have been scattered everywhere. We'll need lots of these in the future to build things. You can't tell me what to do. We also find a post box where we send a PCC to a fellow player. We also quickly go into the nearby mule camp to get some new shoes for a trophy. While we're there, we also find a memory chip which are collectibles for this game. Also, we level up this terminal to 3 stars, and this gives us our first piece of customization. Getting this terminal to level 3 also gets us the Well Connected trophy, and since we recycled some of the crystals, that got us the Carol Crafter trophy. Real quick, gonna list off a bunch more trophies that we get real fast. The Porter's Prepper. You'll get this quick and naturally just by playing the game. Good luck missing just getting 2,400 likes, which you get from pretty much doing everything. Hey! Clicking the touchpad uses the hello button, and this gets someone else to call out to us, so this gets us a trophy. Easy, easy. We can put our first standard order, we get that trophy. We issue our first supply request, get that trophy too. Getting back to finding more people for Amazon, we go to the wind farm, which is arguably one of the worst areas in the game because it's always raining and filled with BTs and just a mess to get through. We get Windy Boy on the network and then make our way back to the facility that we were at before. Next start a task that is exclusive for the director's cut of the game. All we're told is to get some materials from an abandoned factory on a mountain nearby. We also get given the Mesa gun, which is pretty much a very handy little taser that works wonders when you use it. And this thing is going to help us out so much through the early half of the game. We start making our way up the mountain and run into another person we can bring on the network. This guy's looking strangely familiar though. We soon reach the factory and try stealthing around, but in all fairness, we have a taser, so let's get out there and use it to kill some mofos. Get what we came for, but sadly the door at the end is locked. We'll come back here much later on. We return the goodies and start more deliveries. This next step has us going into the nearby mule camp to steal some documents. This goes as perfectly as you can imagine on hard difficulty. Okay, so we actually get our things back. We also get some of the stuff that had been lost in a nearby river. We make it out the way to the capital city and get ourselves the best item in the whole game. Poggies, got a cap! We can also now change this dickhead's container.
Pink.
The perfect colour for when I set you on fire. We also change our glasses and cap colours. We have one final task for this region. We need to get our ass all the way to Port Knot City and head to the mainland. We of course do the smart thing and make some deliveries on the way. All of them go perfectly planned. We get to Port Knot City and meet this big octopus. We kill it easy peasy and get the Catch a Crusher trophy for doing it. This also technically finishes up episode 2, so we get that trophy too. We finally arrive at Lake Knot City and get those solid 2.5 stars. We get them hooked up and are told our next objective is to head to South Knot City. With all the little groups in between, it will still be a while before we can get there, so we take a rest and now Fragile says she could take us between private rooms. Pretty much, she's now our fast traveler if we ever need to use it. After doing all that, it's time to meet some of the local people and take everything they own. We first meet the engineer who gives us the power skeleton. This is extremely useful because it is much more powerful than the exoskeleton we got before, and thus we can now hold heaps of cargo with little to no problems. We next do the important thing and pee off a cliff and meet the craftsman. Sadly, he doesn't want to sign up with us yet, unless we go to the real dangerous area nearby and get some stuff for him. I'm not really up for that right now, so I'm going to head to my favourite person in the whole game. The Elder. After helping the local nature, we head to the mule camp and ask nicely if we can borrow their supplies. Since they said no, we'll forcibly take it from them. If life has taught me anything, if they say no, just taser them and try and kill all of them. Doing this unlocks our fellow Amazonis to deliver nearby without being harassed by these people and also gives us a trophy to tell us that. We also find a sweet little hot spring that we can take a dip in. This gives us the Soak and Sigh trophy. We start the task to help out the craftsman, and this is where the big boy energy comes in. We turn the game to very hard. You really don't need to play the game on very hard, but when you do a premium delivery later in the game, it gives you the Legends of Legends of Legends rank. We sneak in undetected, get the things we need, and go straight back out. We bring these back to our boy over here, and it allows us to finally put him on the network. Just gonna ignore the fact that he thought getting these items was impossible, therefore sending us to our deaths. That's a big fuck you from me, my man. He does give us something called the bowler gun though, which is a very nice treat. Heading back to Lake Knock to level it up some more, we meet those fellow employees I was talking about before. I give them a treat and even offer myself to them, but they just take the treat. They give us a like and a trophy with it. When we do get back, we unlock the reverse trike, our first of few bikes we will get. We also use this to take some of our cargo and build the first ever road. This gives us the all roads lead to the UCA trophy. If you have the time to build them, roads are very important and they just make life so much easier. We also deliver a pizza to a man named Peter. I'm not sure who he is, or if he'll become important later on, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, let's do more delivering. Leveling up all the peeps we can, as much as we can, we put the Elder on the UCA. We pick up this memory chip that's hidden under a cave, and we finally get our first facility to 5 stars. When this happens, you get a little star pretty much saying good job. Yay. Back to Lake Knot again, and it's time to take another rest. First, I really want to bully this kid. Now, what the fuck is that? Like, for real? I have no part in this shit. Hello? Hello? Ah! never fucking staying in this shit again. Fuck this place, fuck this game. I'm drinking my chug jug and fucking leaving. Oh god. Anyway, we make it to the next place where we meet Edgar Wright, this guy. And we also unlock the ability to do premium deliveries. Yep. These are pretty much the same orders, except with a much harder objective to get the perfect score. There's also a trophy that will probably be one of the last ones we get for getting 20 of these in each category. Anyway, we give them the goodies and plug them in. We also send our first bot to deliver something for us. They don't really do a good job, but it's fun to have something delivering on in the background. Lord, this game is forcing me to rest. No, not the shower. Please, I'll do anything. Ah, it's even fucking worse. Anyway, we do some more delivering to the Elder and we see this.
Hey guys, I am going to show you how to sleep with Ryan tonight.
Out of all the people in the world that have structures that I see the Legends himself's watchtower. You gotta love it. We also unlock some cyberpunk stuff. To be honest, looks pretty fucking ugly, so I'm not wearing that shit. We start making our way to the next terminal, which is in the weather station, and it's really not meant to be driven with a bike out here, but fuck. Run. Shake. Shut up. Alright, here without a single problem.
Oh, shit. Well, at least the core is undamaged.
Shut the fuck up. We build our own safe room, which I will never go into for reasons. And we go back to the craftsman to get him to 5 stars and a trophy for doing 36 standard orders. We also yet again go back to Lake Knot City and get the well-traveled trophy for doing an order that is 80 kilometers. We now have unlocked possibly one of the best things in the game, which is the jump ramps. We put it to very good use. Yay! Our next stop is the Timefall Farm. My man Raygun got me fucking covered, boy! Coming into the Timefall Farm, we put them on the network and hear that the bot we sent out before made it to our destination, thus getting us the Automation Revolution trophy. We make it to the next few people who are the junk dealer and the film director. Delivering to the junk dealer gets us the Pumped Porter trophy, for delivering 300 kilos of cargo all up. Then we make it to the film director, we get the amount of likes required for the world's most popular porter trophy. We then go back to the Timefall Farm to see these dickheads cracking open a cold one.
I want to take a pic.
I'm here risking my life every minute and these guys are here drinking fucking beer. This right here is a carrier which allows you to put even more cargo on that you maybe can't take on your back. But more importantly, you can skate on it. I take my trusty bowler gun into the nearby mule base to show off what this thing can really do in the right hands. Easy peasy, peeps. My truck now, motherfucker. Time to get some rest. I totally haven't been avoiding this place just because I'm terrified. I just haven't needed the rest, because I'm such an alpha. With a little rest, I'm all ready to go back outside. That's not meant to happen, right? Oh, cool, I unlocked a new room. That's what this is, right? Swim with the fishies, I guess? No, never again. Oh, it's much better. I feel a little better now.
Oh, what about you, little one?
Anyway, continuing the story, the junk dealer tells us to go head to the mother of his girlfriend. His girlfriend's dead, by the way. The junk dealer also gives us the Speed Exo, which is a ton of fun. It allows us to go super fast and jump super high. It does run out of battery fast though, but if we bring a generator with us, it should be a problem. Alright, easy. So we're almost at the— Fuck! Alright, we're here. Easy. Also, it turns out the guy's wife is alive and she just wants to go see her husband. Yeah, that's cool and all, but it'd be a shame if someone chucked you into a lake and drowned you.
Fucking hell. Sam, your client's dead.
Alright, let's actually take her back. Okay, game, fuck you too. Aw, they're all back together, safe and sound, and all is well.
I thought you were dead.
Well, she was for a little bit, but not gonna talk about that, eh? That hourglass right there was so hard to carry, you better treat that with care. Okay, that's just unnecessary. After that shit, he finally signs up for the UCA and we can get the hell out of there before we do more deliveries and quickly get the junk dealer to level 5. Alright, the game forced me back in the private room, so I'm just gonna close my eyes and click buttons. Whoa. It's called art. We go to the Elder, finally get him to 5 stars, and start working on one of the trophies that we'll get much later in the game for upgrading all the foundations to the max level. We also put ducks on a few of them, and then jump off a cliff. We make it back to Lake Knot City and get a special kind of order.
Oh, hi. Sam, Bridges, I presume. Careful. The contents are fragile. It's okay.
Why are his eyes so dark? Well, besides that, nothing seems off. Not sure why the package is so fragile, though. We make it to Edgar's home and go for a nap without even opening our eyes. How dare he shush me in my dreams. Snoring is just a condition of how alpha I am. Oh, I guess that was the bad guy from before. Couldn't really see it, to be honest. Anyway, Fragile comes to check on us, and turns out we were carrying a bomb. Also didn't see this coming. We take it to the crater that sometimes has people drown in it for some reason. I've personally never seen that happen though. And we get rid of the bomb. With that done, Fragile then explains how Mr. Higgs' man made her take a shower and that's why her body is so quirky. With all that taken care of, we enter South Knot City, put them in the network, and finally finish up episode 3. Amelie and Die Hardman say we've been doing such a great job, so we head outside to relax. Help, 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 help. Daddy? So here we are casually in World War I. Just the usual places Amazon employees go. Sadly, the baby came along with us. We get some weapons and we are ready to ruin everything. Ah, I tripped! No, 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 no! Alright, round 2. We dodged the plane easy this time and now it's time to see Daddy. The things I would do. Alright, time to take this bitch out. Okay, maybe putting this on the hardest difficulty was a mistake, but we should be able to do this easy peasy. Easy, first try, like I said. We take him down and try to go in for a kiss, but instead he tries to go for the baby. If I had control over this, I would gladly give the little shit to him, but he won't let me. He does let us go in for a hug, though. This allows us to see more of his past and him running down a hallway. This bit ends with us getting the trophy. So, time to get back in the shower. How's that ladder working out for you? What ladder was that? Oh yeah, that was put to great use. Back to more delivering, we get heaps of cargo and build some more roads. I wonder how the junk deal is going with his missus though. Lol, idiot. We drive this cool bike and meet...
Sam Bridges!
Cosplayer. At least he gives me the otter hat for when it's rainy. As much as I don't even want to touch it, I'll wear it.
All this is for us? Oh man, hope you didn't kill yourself bringing it here.
Trust me, I kinda almost did. We get the Timeful Farm to 5 stars. This is great, so we don't have to come here at all, pretty much. Alright, yet again, back on the road. Watch out, mate! Whoopsie, hee. Weather Station is also now at 5 stars. Time to get back on with the main story. We head to someone named Mama, who has been wanting to see us this whole time. We mark the territory outside as our own and head in to see her. This is Mama. She has a BT baby. There's a long story on why. She tells us that the Cupid is starting to not work anymore and that we need someone to rewrite the code for it. Apparently there's only one person who can do this, and that person's name is Lochner. She's also in a place called Mountain Knot City. She now tells us some stuff that's a bit confusing, that she was going to have a baby or something, but then the Death Stranding happened, she got trapped, and then a ghost baby came to save her, you know, usual stuff. Alright, so our goal is to get to Mountain Knot City, connect all the places on the way, the usual. Let's get started. We now get the most useful tool in the game, the zip lines. These things, when used right, pretty much just let the game play themselves. We start heading towards our first destination on the way up to Mountain Knot City. Stop 1 has us meet Mr. Charles. We put him on the network. Stop 2 has us going to a distribution center north of Mountain Knot City. But in between us and our destination is the place I like to call the Piss Off Canyon. Pretty much some idiot decided to give terrorists guns, and they hit really hard on very hard. Screw that area. Finally get into this area and bring Mr. Philip North on the network, and start to take a rest from that canyon of death. When we go to bed, we are yet again greeted by Amelie. She says some really kinky shit. And It says that she's not okay or something. I didn't really listen. I just wanted to get the hell out of the private room.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
We quickly do another delivery for a guy named V, find a chip for him, and dispose of a body. Doing this gets us the best piece of customization in the game. Johnny's glasses. Alright, time to deliver a bomb for some reason. Thank God they came to the right person. Here we go. And shit. Alright, first try for real. Alright, first try for real. Alright, for real. Alright, fuck! We make it to Mountain Knot City first try, and we are greeted by Mama 2. Not really, this just turns out to be Mama's sister thing. The situation is a bit quirky, to say the least. But sadly, she won't let us put her on the network, so we have to find a way to convince her to say yes. I'm giving away free babies who are really annoying if you want one. To get her to come over to our side, we need to go back to Mama 1 and talk to her. So the logical thing to get back to Mama 1 would be to go all the way around the mountains, because that is the safest route. Right? Actually, the very smart thing to do would go into the private room and fast travel, because then we could get right there. Nope, I'm an idiot. It's time to go over this whole mountain. I'm pretty sure this is not meant to be done, judging by how hard it is to get over this shit. But thankfully, we get to the peak of the mountain, and now it should be a smooth road down. It's pretty easy. Shit, shit, ow, 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 ow. Where did everything go wrong? Ow, ow, shit. How did I even get here? Ow, ow, ow. What do I do? Ow, ow. I have so many questions. I think this is it. We get to Mama 1 perfectly without breaking any bones, and she gives us a special knife that allows us to do many special things. Then she tells us this.
Cut the cord connecting us.
Gladly! We now have to take Mama 1 to see Mama 2 up in the mountains. We strap her up and head off, but sadly this man rudely interrupts us. He summons 3 of these things, but for now, it's time to run. Alright, we walked like 7 feet away and they gave up. Nice. We can now bring Mama 1 to Mama 2 in peace. Damn, this waterfall's a bit of a pain. Oh, where'd Mama go? Mama, why are you doing that? Alright, let's reset that and get some energy back before we leave. Hey, the junk dealer's wife messaged me. I wonder how things are going with them. Huh, losers.
I remember being inside the womb.
We finally get back to Mountain Knot City and head inside to see Mama 2. Doing all this gets us the Weir Hole trophy and finishes off episode 5. Mama 1 dies somehow, and then we learn that Mama 2's name is Lochner. Somehow Mama 1 and 2 are now combined into Mama 3.
We're one. Like before in the womb. Remember?
Ew. Enough of that, it's resting time for us. And I see something that almost brings a tear to my eye. The baby is gone! Oh, don't worry, Dead Man has him.
Your beloved BB has a serious issue.
Yeah, obviously, it's still alive. We start off this amazing chapter by taking a shower with Deadman. Deadman, what are you doing? Wait, no.
Well, Sam, you're a good sport. I'll give you that.
So this chapter has us going through the mountains without the little shit. This is the best thing anyone could ever ask for. At first, this will be a little bit of a struggle and kind of annoying, but once we get zip lines up and running, this will be the best thing ever. We bring the local doctor online and get a call from Deadman saying that sadly, the baby is doing well. We get the robotanist online and then make our way up to the mountaineer, who is very high up, so these zip lines are going to be lifesavers for us. We get him online and he gives us one of the most important tools in the game. This is the start of something special. We do a sick jump off the mountain and say hi to the photographer. Damn, things have been going really smoothly lately. It's almost like there hasn't been a baby screaming in my ear every second. Back up to the mountaineer, he gives us some more goodies that we put to very good use. Spiritualist is next, and after getting her online, Deadman tells us that the weather is acting up a little bit. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh well, time to get some more deliveries. Shoo! Time to stop ignoring the big stuff. We reach the top of the mountain to see this happen. That was crazy! We are back on the battlefield, and look who's back. As we return to the battlefield, sadly, we get the baby back. That's not the only bad part about this, because to be honest, this whole section's kinda whack. This area pretty much plays out the exact same as the other one, except for little differences, like these guys are just more stronger and they have armor. There's also armor scattered everywhere, which you can put on yourself. So just to get this out of the way, after dying only once, we put him down and get the BB trophy. I really do hate the fact that we got the baby back. I really wish I could just play the rest of the game without that little shit always crying. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. Little shit. Back to the real world, we get back to being your local delivery boy, and say hi to all the people we've met in the mountains, especially the mountaineer. I am a fucking god! And meet the novelist's son, who's just chilling out in the marshes. He's cool, I guess. While doing all this, we quickly pick up the Rest in Pieces trophy for killing our first BT with a knife that Mama gave us before. Doing this gives us some resources, and, you know, you just feel good. Oh, we're by the Mountaineer again. We also eventually get the Hooked on Delivering trophy for delivering our 700th piece of cargo. 700 sure does sound like a lot, but it comes so naturally because of how addicting it is to get people their cargo. Thanks to some well-placed zip lines, we pretty much get everywhere in the mountains to 5 stars. So because of this, we get back on with the story. We are asked to bring Mama's body to Hartman, which we do in record time. We walk into Hartman's lab to find him dead. Oh god! He then wakes up to tell us his body count.
218,549.
Ew, man, that's just gross. He takes another nap and we wait here for a full 3 minutes before anything happens again. He wakes up and then shows us his Blu-ray collection.
I keep busy.
No way, you have not another beach movie and Rainbringer? Oh, I could never get them physically. Hartman then tells us a story about how he blew up a building and killed many people. He then was on a beach and saw some people or something, all very interesting things, but let's get back to 20 minutes of love in the matter of life and death Stranding. He has lots of awesome things to say. Hartman gets us onto more deliveries where we meet many new faces, such as the geologist, this man, and the paleontologist, who has some very crazy things to say to us.
This place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated.
Yeah, don't care, bro.
Shut the fuck up!
Alright, sorry, I'll do the thing you want me to do. The next task has us equipping a gas mask, which we won't have to use very often, but it does look kinda cool. We do this easy peasy. We next quickly go find another place nearby called the Veteran Porter. This guy's going to suck to level up later on because of how slowly his stars level up. See, did you even see that thing move? Because I sure didn't. We next meet the Evo Devo biologist.
I'm impressed, Sam.
Yeah, you better be, because cutting out all the parts where I died a lot and restarting my save was heaps cool. We get her on the network and go back to Hoffman's. Hartman shows us a lot of the other Death Strandings that have happened in the past, talks a lot more, and goes back to sleep. We also go outside to see some weird guy that was in Cyberpunk. I don't know why he's in this game. That's just plain silly. After all that, we are now finally reaching our end goal of Edgenot City. We reach the tar belt, bring it online, and get our trophy for finishing this episode. Upon getting to the tar belt, we are told to find a way across. Me being the smart person I am, figured this out straight away. When you get dragged by BTs in this game, structures and buildings appear for some reason. We need to use these structures to get over the tar belt blocking our way. Doing this, we say hi to some of the local wildlife and find it to Amelie, who is just standing there. She then walks away as we fucking drown. Back to the beach, we hear some sick tune and wake up on the real beach to meet our best friend Higgs. He gets very close and personal and gives us a mask to try on, but sadly it's a few sizes too small. This is where we're reminded of what his name is. After relieving all the stress of the long journey we've had, we get through some blood balls and finally reach Edgenot City's private room. And we're back on the beach again. Ah! We wake up to hear some explosions coming from outside. We better get out there fast, but these lights. Time to party! Coming outside, we find that Higgs has captured Amelie and put her in a giant thing. Yeah, not too sure on this one, Pete. Bam, 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 bam. Dead easy. Childminder trophy earned. We now get Amelie back, or not. Higgs does the best thing I've ever wanted.
What a waste.
Yes, thank you! But then shoots us in the process.
I'll see you on the beach for the grand finale.
Hey, I saw that. We don't be doing that, my friend. Wasting no time at all, we get to the beach and fight Higgs one-on-one. This beach is a no-joke zone. This first stage is kind of whack, but after kicking his ass, we get into an all-out punching brawl with him. As basic as it looks, this is genuinely one of my favourite parts of the game. The somber music clashing with you two just punching the ever-living shit out of each other is something I'm going to remember for quite a long time.
Do a little dirty,
Why are we still here?
After we smash the shit out of him, Fragile comes to say her famous lines before getting in one of her own.
I'm fragile. But I'm not that fragile.
You ain't nothing but damaged goods.
You are damaged goods.
This gets us the God Particle Trophy for defeating Higgs. This next part is actually in the game,
So I'm Mario and you're Princess Peach.
and I love every second of it.
Like Mario and Princess Peach.
We come over a little hill to find Hardman aiming his gun at Bridget, who we burned at the start of the game, who is also now young looking. Cliff's also here, which has Hardman claim he's sorry for what he's done. Bridget then points Daddy over at us to come kill us. But not before Amelie pushes us in the water, thus bringing us back to our private room and out of the beach. Deadman arrives to show us a sweet cosplay. Everyone else all joins in and we are told we need to head home. So we are seeing a flashback that makes no sense. We are on the long journey home. With the sky looking very pretty today, we make it back to another tornado and we are dragged in for round 3 on the battlefield. Sweet trophy though. Now, before I start this section, I just want to compliment how amazing it is. Everything here looks amazing with you being in Vietnam, and it's by far the coolest of the 3 war battles. Even the enemies look sick with them being on fire skeletons, it's just awesome. But with me playing on the hardest difficulty and being really dumb and refusing to change, this whole section maybe took me over 2 hours to do. If these guys even smell you, they will shred you in seconds. Every time this happened, a little bit of me died on the inside. You might think, oh, well, go do stealth. That's the way you should. And you are right. It does work. For about 3 enemies, you can kill very safely. And as soon as you get close to Clifford, he will see you and kill you in seconds. This and the fact that you have to kill him like 5 times before the fight is over made this a very painful experience. I died so much here and got so close so many times, and it was just... But finally making it through and taking him down with a heart-to-heart with our actual dad. Before he brutally gets shot in the back. Trophy!
Bridges. Don't let me down.
More story happens and we are on the way back home. The starting region has definitely seen better days, with it raining constantly, thus destroying most of the structures that are out here. There's also some friendly wildlife that says hi as we get closer and closer to our objective, and the final nail in the coffin, being this big whale. Yeah, I'm done trying to explain what the fuck these things even are. It's big, it's gross, we have to kill it. And with a little help from the jelly people, we do just that. Jelly people, what the fuck? Finally, we made it back to where we started a very long journey. Fuck! Finally, we made it back to the start. We reunite with everyone and we are told we need to go stop Emily from blowing up the world. Oh yeah, she's like a bomb and she says she's gonna blow up the world and stuff. You know, the usual stuff that I've been telling you along the way. So back to the beach we go. So here we are at order 69 of the game. This is the part of the game I like to call time to go make dinner and do some work. Because this part is unironically about 1 hour of cutscenes, lore, and just how everything happened, explaining everything. So, instead of showing you everything, I'm just going to do a fun little quirky montage, because this would be too much if I didn't. Alright, let's do this.
Falling down, London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Damn, she old, she's still a baddie. To make this a hard choice whether I shoot her. Should have given me more ammo to take this bitch out. Oh no, she's blown up. Swim time, wee. Time to go make some dinner. Damn, cooking out a stove out here.
A soul that's alive.
No way! She's not real? That's crazy! Run time! Run, 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 run. Damn, she really did want me. Running more! She's coming real close. Even more running. No, we're gonna have to shoot ourselves in the head, that's crazy. Oh no, whoa! Forgot what this game's called again though. Oh yeah, Death Stranding. More running. We're running more. Oh, more running. Running. Eventually, after all this, Deadman pulls us into the water and we repatriate to earn the Thank You Sam trophy and finish off this episode. Finally back in the real world, we get a cheeky face reveal from Die Hardman. Damn, looking spicy, my man. Deadman also gives us a cheeky hug, and I just don't know which man I should be with. They're all too perfect for me. We also learn that Die Hardman, now known to us as John, killed Daddy Clifford. This would be the part where we would punch him in the face, but this man gives the speech of his lifetime, and it's enough to make anyone cry.
And I loved him as much as I loved her, to do my part for America. He remembered who he was.
Before making our way back on the road, Deadman gives us the best news anyone could ever hope for.
Dead? Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least.
Yes! The baby is finally dead! We are told to get rid of it, which is something I've been waiting to do all game. Before we do this, we have to say one last hi to Fragile.
I'm fragile.
But not that fragile.
We end the game where we start, with our first ever delivery. On the way to burn a corpse of a truly horrible creature. So we take the same path as we did the first time around, we make it to the furnace, and huge story dump. So TLDR, Cliff had a baby. People took that baby, he took it back, shot some people, and then sadly got shot himself. We also learned that Clifford is our real father. You see, there was a reason I was calling him Daddy all game. It wasn't anything weird, he is just our actual daddy. Don't ask me to explain it, but it is what it is. But no one cares about that. We've come back into the real world to see that... the baby's still alive? No! I'm not playing this game anymore. It is actual trash. It should never be shown to anyone, and it's over. Who made this shit? Oh, right. It's not like you told me a million times before! So finally, after all that, the main story is over. It's something truly that I do love, and I do understand what happens, but it's just so incredibly hard to explain that I just gave up. Sadly, we are far from over. We still have plenty of trophies to get through, so let's speed through this and get this shit done. We are now nearing the Platinum Trophy. A lot earlier on, I showed this building near the start of the game. We now have access to this and can get all the goodies inside. There are a lot of enemies in here, so we're going to need to take them out the best way we can. By shooting all of them with a piss gun until they all fall on the ground and don't get back up. In the end, we find some photos of Fragile and a recording from who seems to be her mother saying goodbye. After this, we are greeted by one of the best sights in the whole game. The music that is playing here is truly perfect for the situation, and I really wish I could show it to you, but I won't. Finally, we have 3 trophies left. Our last time delivery, which gets us the Growth of a Legend gold trophy. We make the final build in the game to get the Homo Faber trophy. And finally, we return our last memory chip to get the Fount of Knowledge trophy and our Platinum trophy.
I just about given up on this.
Overall, this game is a personal favourite of mine, and I will get many more replays from it in the future. It might not look like a lot of people to most, and most might not even enjoy it, but it is something truly special and addictive to me. It may not look like it, but towards the end, a few things did get annoying. All the memory chip collecting was a little annoying, having to go from one spot of the map to the other, and it was a bit of a pain to have to build every single thing in the game. But through all the pain, it was worth it in the end, so I could hear that amazing sound. But I'm still pissed the fucking baby survived!